Welcome to UGC program ePatashala PG courses. Course title is Japanese History and Society. The module title is Culture and Management in Japan, its inseparability and transferability issues. Business organization and management usually is most popular subjects in most of the business schools in the last 25-30 years in India, and there have been plethora of business management institutes in India. However, uh, Japanese business organization and management as a course in India has not still taken a deep sitting in most of the educational institutions. However, with the increase of Japanese investment in India, entry of many number of Japanese corporations into India post India's economic liberalization phase, interest in Japanese business organizations and interest in Japanese management practices have taken a very quick leap. As necessary, you must know that business management has got five distinct areas of study. One is the personnel management, the other is purchase management, next it is production management, then finance management, finally the marketing management. And objectives of this course, that is culture and management in Japan, is to inform what are the cultural specific aspects and what Japanese cultural approach in business management and how inalienable are they. Also, objective of this course is to recognize culture free aspects in Japanese management and how are whether they are transferable, and also to suggest some solution to culture conflict in bilateral and international business management. I must make a statement regarding this course. Culture and Japanese management practices here are presented from the viewpoint of the Japanese paradigm instead of modern Western approach. Japanese business management's cultural context is very important. Japanese business and management methods or practices cannot be rationalized as technological concepts. Usually, analysis or analysts take cultural approach results in problems and difficulties while transferring into another country of Japanese business practices. Transfer of culture perception is very difficult when compared to technological or logical methods. Japanese managerial control is traced back usually to cultural causes. Linkage between cause factors and behavioral patterns need emphasis. Japanese marketing system actually consists of three supporting levels. One is the environmental setting, that is internal and external, socio-cultural system, educational system, and political legal system. Internal system is actually a seller's dimension represented by industry classification and sales organization. External system is actually buyer's dimension. Here it is represented by market classification. This image one actually reduces your lot of reading if you can capture how the environment in general is made in the first circle. Then what are the objectives of the business organization comes in the middle. Then the managerial functions of the organization. Then business settings. Thus, you can probably utilize this graph in expanding or understanding properly the previous note. The quality factors actually market and organization man and channel of distribution factors become actually quality factors, and problem lies in the vagueness and in its unaccountability. The rationality aspects of it is the group value system superiority over the individual value system, because the Japanese practices usually is not concentrated on individual becomes a member of the group. Group in Japanese production system or organizations are not more than comprising of 5 to 6 individuals. There will be a group leader. Not that all the members in the group are equally productive. The people come with different skill and different productive ability. So the purpose of creating a group is in order to get an average productivity from out of group. So assignments are given not to the individuals, but it is to the groups of individuals, workers, laborers, and thus meeting a target in a day of 8 to 10 hours work is very easy for the management. This is actually developed through traditional approach to solving the realistic problem of unequal or inadequate possession of resources or authority. Ego found in individual value system is acceptable since this is required for reproducing leadership ability continuously. The reasoning is group value system is strategically and traditionally emphasized so that less opportunities headed by individual value system may be shared by persons involved who are disciplined in conformity with subsystem concept. Of course, both the systems do not disregard either sales quantity or profitability factor. Instead, maximum rather they mix to quite an extent with different proportion. The difference is very important between the Western or the US model and the Japanese model. US marketing system was born under the economic development stage involving a large consumption economy with abundant materials. But the Japanese imported its motion at first from the US. Why Japanese system is wet and US is dry is very interesting. In case of US, practices are individuals are appointed and individuals are hired, individuals are fired also easily. In case of Japan, you don't find actually people being retrenched from time to time in company. I think in case of Japan, one of the most noticeable feature of their business organization and management, industry, corporation, it is a long-term service of the individuals devoted to one company. Usually people do not change the companies. They stay for a long time in the same company. Lifetime employment system, this is called. So this is actually not prevalent in United States. Only in Japan it is prevalent. It has become one of the most noticeable feature, that is lifetime employment system, seniority based wage system, and also company based unions. These are the three noticeable features of Japanese management practices. The historical differences is, as an old country, feudal values actually ingrained deeply in Japan. Giri and ninja, that is duty and loyalty, that continue even now, are some of the noticeable and verifiable and observable feature. Since US went through severe struggle for existence, there caused a dry rationality, and why it actually produces on scale and profitability is interesting to notice. Kansai Shoho. This is Kansai is a region in the western part of Japan, centering around Osaka, Kyoto, Shiga, Mie, then Nara, then Kyoto, Forum, actually a region that is where originally the Japanese business expanded. Its origin is in Osaka region. Even today, it is possible to differentiate business practices done in Kanto region, that is Tokyo and around, and Osaka and around, Kansai region. So actually, some examples may be cited for the success of and retention and differentiation of Kansai Shoho and Kanto Shoho. Drive to maturity. When did actually Japanese business organizations mature? Japan's drive to matured business behavior was due to factors that it was a planned economy, it was a huge university pool of graduates available even with technological skill, and then high investment rate, group loyalty, industry government business alliance. Industry government business, this unholy triangle, actually is responsible for Japan's post World War II high growth from 1952 to 1972, when actually Japanese economy registered 10% of continuous annual growth for 20 years. The Osaka region is first Japanese merchants were probably from Kyoto and Osaka in Muromachi and Kamakura period of historical times. Osaka ideally developed as an economic center than political center. Price quoted in Osaka markets actually became universal price. People there loved money and cared more for money rather than for social prestige. In Osaka, first profit was used to derive another profit. Businessmen were on their own, actually apprenticeship than through the university. Example, in Tokyo industries, they receive subsidies from the government. In case of Osaka businesses, they work hard, they are on their own. Osaka pride of businessmen actually is a spirit of independence and liberalism that one can find in modern businessmen and industrialists in the region. Konosuke Matsushita of Matsushita Electronics Company, otherwise now so-called more popular than Matsushita is its own brand Panasonic, and the owner Konosuke Matsushita, the founder, and he was a businessman. He simply did not manage business, but he did business. Meaning Japanese, most of them are on their own, the business leaders of large companies from Osaka region, and gradually that was also copied by other small and medium businesses later. Anyway, in Japan, you don't find business management as a academic discipline established for long. No, it is only the need of many others trade partners of Japan to study Japanese business who go to Japanese universities to find some business courses. Earlier, there were only 5 universities which were teaching Japanese business and management. Now there are any number of them, even short-term courses for executives from other Asian countries. Personnel management in Japan can broadly be classified into 3 distinct points. One is permanent employment system, earlier referred to as life commitment system, seniority based system, that is adaptation and innovation, then company based union system. Thus, group activities constitute the keynote of Japanese business enterprises. However, individualism is infiltrating by degrees such that spirit of wa, that is harmony, might sooner or later weaken and group orientation may register a change in form at least. Efforts will also be made by the Japanese companies to retain and develop merits of wa, that is harmony. Certain opinions may be very relevant for Japanese management practices. Some scholars say Japanese business management practices must be changed, totally revised. Those actually insisting revision themselves have benefited under the system. Actually, this is a very noticeable feature one can understand, experience by conversation with Japanese businessmen. Their attempts to deprive others of inherent privileges may also have little persuasive effect. Hence, practices will likely continue. Besides, workers are very astute and adaptation and innovation becomes very factors. Dual structure of Japanese economy exists for a long time, meaning there is a cluster of huge businesses which are actually commercial empires, and they are set against small and medium enterprises too. The both small and medium enterprise sector and the big business sector, they do not clash, but simply they cooperate. Small and medium enterprises are one of the most innovative research and development centers, and their regular supply of parts to big companies, manufacturers, as in a way original equipments, maintain high quality. High quality of Japanese products performance, durability, price competitiveness are all actually contribution by small and medium enterprises. Conditions and settings, if we can really recapture, business organization cannot exist independent of environmental settings that are defined. In slide number 8, one can look back as local preconditions, management functions. In local business system, internal and external factors prevail. Internal defined as managerial functions, external foundation and influencing factors to implement managerial functions. Now, managerial functions, what exactly are they? Elements here are modeled as components and factors of business: science, technology, efficiency, productivity, organization, behavior, and functions, etc. Preconditional settings actually are the elements here that constitute non business components and factors: humanity, culture, convention, and law, motivation, then creativity, emotion, religion, language, education, race, distribution, etc. These are present before any business entity. These are non systematic units or informal subsystems. Together, they make up environmental conditions. Business value system is a leading environment factor in the local business system that link non-managerial system of culture, motivation, custom, competition, etc. with the norms of managerial function. Motivation and accepted ethical support in Japanese society must be integrated with Japanese management efficiency. These non-business elements are basis of higher work ethics, creative planning. In Japan, these are built into society and not major problems in management per se. General ethics in Japanese society is input factor to managerial system. Output factors, regional general ethics of Japan are group management practices that nurture a strong sense of belonging to company pride. This is the wage graph. As age of the worker and the company in service increases, his wage also keeps on increases. In the long run, individual gains, certainly everyone gains in the system of long-term employment and seniority based wage system. Wage is this way: A, B, and C joining around the same period a company. As they advance in terms of their seniority, it is their productivity that also determine that in the long term there could be some differences in wages of A, B, and C. The legacy of Japanese business. Pre-Meiji Japan, with its inferiority psyche, faced the critical context of being colonized besides surge of nationalism while preparing for modernization. Fortunately, preconditional settings for industrialization were favorable to Japan and business. The potential was fully utilized to build and rebuild Japan during Meiji and post-war time also. One problem during Meiji restoration was how to motivate confused nationals to cope with the industrial culture of the West. This necessitated a reorientation of traditional Japanese culture system. Fortunately, preconditional setting for industrialization was favorable to Japanese society and enterprises. The social ethics, self-sacrifices, and sense of obligation upheld feudalism that supported and reinforced the system of upper classes. The outstanding feature of Japanese sense of obligation is best known. The principles of village community were directed by Shintoism, seniority, family, class distinction, and exclusiveness or social ethics of Japan. Human relationship. During Meiji restoration, modern industries from West entered Japan and were protected by the government. Human relationship in the minority enterprises was based on feudal family system. These small enterprises were insufficiently equipped, had little experience. Big business were organized to meet needs of the government. National interest was the motivation of industrialization in Japan. Why is harmony? Valuation of employee in Japan depends on his nature, not ability. Purpose of organization policy is to form community, life, and have group work harmony and harmoniously. Vast strength of human unity, that is, spirit of unity of family system of organization corresponds to social order and system in Japan. Social mores, devotion and service, harmony, respect, discipline were creeds of family. These meant one should understand his social position and accordingly perform. Elements of feudalism still prevail in enterprises that have historical and social rationality there. Human relations in Japanese enterprises based on formal class distinction and informal equality developed through the feudalism. Organization behavior in post-war Japan appeared to take new management philosophy. In fact, egoism in private enterprises coexisted with group system as guiding principle. Japanese way of correction before war destruction and continuation of social mores are thus recognized. Together, these influenced post-war rehabilitation greatly. Environmental setting of Meiji Restoration generated a reorientation of Japanese business ethical system. Revised system was influenced by traditional culture framework but reoriented towards national interest. Japanese business consisted of unclassified and unaccumulated experiences of traditional business attitude, goal oriented organizational behavior, and value judgment that are different from foreign criteria. The convergence tendency in Japan is indirect approach, cultural approach, lifetime employment system, amateurism in group experience, group responsibility, survival concept, that is family, then actually irrationalism, spiritualism, collectivism. At the same time, in US, if we want to see the contrasting feature, you see direct approach, vocational approach, high wage, job satisfaction, professionalism in individual experience, individual responsibility, victory concept, rationalism, materialism, and individualism. Norms by convergence, what we find is profit motivated behavior, then management education at university level, stability of qualified staff, executive development, management responsibility, organizational goal and behavior, then business attitude. The transplanted factors, we can understand management philosophy, managerial control mechanism, automation and technology, management development, marketing management, financial management, production management, and personnel management. The displaced factor in between religious belief, traditional leaders, aestheticism, then racial class prejudice, dependence to masters, exploitation by middlemen, dictatorship by clerical and tribal elite, subservience to natural phenomena, and master and servant relationship. These were very, very traditional, gradually now not to be seen prevalent everywhere throughout. Remodel factors are social stratification is reviewed, and then personal relationship and productivity revised, labor relationship and productivity movement revised, education system leadership revised, then intermediary system installed, opportunity for creation and expansion increased, urbanization and processing method involved, then human dignity in organization actually implemented. Cross-cultural development methods can also be seen by the following slide, and it continues in the following slide too. Theory X, Y, Z are very, very important. Theory X usually mentions that people by nature are not very hardworking. Instead, they are lazy. And theory Y says, yes, people by nature may be so, but they can be provided incentives, encouragement, and monitored, and they can produce. Hidden humanity to produce, that is productivity as a trait in human being, can be detected, can be invested, can be utilized for the company. Whereas Japanese belong to theory Z. That theory Z, William Auchi, it is he who developed it. Theory Z is a name applied to these distinctly different psychological theories in which actually development by Dr. William Auchi can be seen. According to Auchi, theory Z management tends to promote stable employment, high productivity, and high employee morale and satisfaction. Actually, if one can look at it, all the Japanese management practices cannot be en bloc transferred or transplanted to other countries, because every country, every community, every industry has come up in a different cultural background, and culture specific aspects cannot be transplanted easily. Finance, technology, research output can be transferred and learned from other systems, can be integrated, applied to production process, whereas cultural aspects cannot easily be replicated or emulated by others. However, practice can be uh, done, and one can attempt, and success or failure depends on the type of labor a company keeps. What's our take? Due to its success, Japanese business leaders never needed to learn management. Limited scope for continued expansion with existing managerial capacity. Relative difficulty in transferring Japanese management style across the culture has been noticed. I think with this, there is enough mm, input, there is enough food for further thought, and we urge the students to at least read some of the books, articles that have been highlighted in reading list and recommended for you. Thank you.